Hello, good morning, and welcome to FPL Mate, your best mate for fantasy Premier League content for the 2023-24 season. My name is Dan, and it's Gameweek 12 deadline day. I'm almost ready. I think I'm almost ready for it. The final decision that I need to make is captaincy. Like, that's the last thing I need to do. I'm not sure. Jim Kehoe, thank you very much for the super chat. Nice and early. Donation for the stream gods to get you going. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that, my friend. Hopefully the stream is going to go good today. My internet has been like a little bit dodgy over the last 24 hours, really. Hopefully the stream goes okay. Hopefully we can stay live, and hopefully I can finally get my internet sorted one day soon. I'm still waiting. For full fiber broadband to come into my area, to be honest. Ramsey Ali says you sound rough. Yeah. I might have been out. I might have been out on the lash last night. Whoa, beers. I was out. It was a friend's engagement party last night, and went out in London. It was pretty decent night. I do hate London. I think London is the most overrated city in the world, but no, it was all right. But obviously didn't get back home to where I live outside of London until probably, like 1 a.m. maybe even a little bit later than that. So it was pretty late by the time I got the train back. So yeah, feeling it a little bit, but not too much. I wouldn't say I'm hungover. Not hungover. Adam says that I have the voice of someone who's just woken up. I woke up 2 hours ago. So it's not even like I've just woken up or I'm particularly tired or hungover. I think I just probably was chatting too much. You know when you're like out and about and you're talking like to your friends and stuff, and you have to like raise your voice all the time because there's music going and there's loads of people around, so you have to talk quite loudly. I think I'm just feeling the effects of that, to be honest. So absolutely fine. Just voice is a little bit dodgy at the moment because I've been shouting and screaming and talking too much last night apparently. But yes, guys. It is deadline day. It is deadline day indeed. The show team gang, I think, will be pretty happy with me. I don't know if we've got any show team gang members today, but if I just refresh this page, you will quickly see that my transfer is already made. So I am, in terms of transfers, I'm locked in. Sam Conboy, member for 2 months. Thank you very much for being a member for the 2 months. Enjoy it, my friend. Enjoy it. Yes, so my transfer's made. Did the transfer last night before price changes. On the train back, actually. On the train back home, the prices were about to change. We were going to see Madison drop 0.1 and Bowen go up 0.1. So I thought, let's pull the trigger. It's the transfer I'm most comfortable making. If I thought about, like, maybe getting SAKA in and just taking a risk on it, but I just don't think I wanted to take the risk. So I just went safe with a nice Bowen. I think it's probably the sensible move, to be honest. Joe Heaton says you look fresher than you did last week. Hey, we'll take it. I feel fresher. Don't necessarily sound it. We've got a super chat here from Lucas that says, hi Dan, will you sell Simicast for a -4 if your only bench option for him is Taylor? If not this game week, is he a keep or sell for future game weeks? Cheers. I think that he will play. I think he will play this game week. I'm not certain about that one, but I think he will play. So I don't think he's a priority sell. Not sure. Yeah, I think I would keep him. Like, your bench option is kind of irrelevant because if Simicast doesn't play, he's probably going to come on for a 1-pointer anyway, so your bench play's not really going to make a difference. Wouldn't take a -4 to remove Simicast anyway, because who are you bringing in? You're bringing in another defender who's probably topped out at 6 points anyway. And if that is the case, then what can you realistically gain? You're looking to gain 2 points as a best case scenario. Doesn't really seem worth it to me. So Lucas, no, I would not be selling Simicast for a -4. I would consider it selling him for free if I had like a nice other defender lined up. But if not, probably not, to be honest. Super chat from Mark says, always great content. Thank you very much, Mark. Do I captain Salah, Haaland or Watkins? I have it on Salah, but it's not sitting right with me. You know what, Mark, I'm in the exact same situation as you. I'm feeling exactly the same way as you. My captain armband is on Salah, but I'm not convinced. at all by this one. I feel like I'm captaining Salah because everyone else is captaining Salah and everyone else is saying it's Captain Salah. I mean, we'll do a poll. We'll do a poll in the chat right now. And I can almost guarantee you that Salah will be the popular choice. He really will. So it's difficult because Salah is obviously going to be the popular choice. I think this is a week to go differential if you want to. But I don't know, man. Brentford are a tough team. I mean, let's look at the numbers here, guys. Let's look at the numbers. So I'm going to go on the Fantasy Football Hub Opta Stats tool as always. We're going to go teams, and we're going to go... I guess we'll go by defensive and order by non-penalty expected goals against. And if we just go per appearance, so we can see per game. Oh, actually, it doesn't work per appearance, the non-penalties, does it? So we'll leave it as all season. And you can kind of see that Brentford are one of the better teams in the league, really. What's that, seventh? Seventh best for non-penalty expected goals against? It's pretty decent. Like, they're pretty good. Per appearance, you know, we can maybe have a look at expected goals conceded. Again, you're going to see Brentford near the top here. I do prefer non-penalty goals against because penalties can't as easily be predicted. If we maybe take the range a little bit more recent, I don't know, is that going to make a difference? It is going to make a difference. Brentford do drop off a little bit, but maybe fixtures have played a part in that. I mean, who have Brentford played recently? Has that impacted it at all? I mean, they did have Fulham and Crystal Palace in the opening couple of games, and then they have had West Ham, Chelsea, United maybe over the last weeks, Newcastle. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think Brentford are that weak in defence. They did concede 2 XGC to each of West Ham and Chelsea though, so I don't know, man. We've got a couple more super chats and things going on in the chat, so let's have a quick look at that. Aaron says, struggle is real for me. Bench Nketiah or Diaby? Oh, no, you got to play both. You got to play both. Seriously. Find someone else to bench. Aaron, I couldn't do it. You must have another team. Like, even if you've got like an Alvarez in your team or, I don't know, maybe a Darwin, I would bench the likes of Alvarez and Darwin before I bench Nketiah and Diaby. Nketiah was spotted in training. So I think Nketiah is going to be good to go. He's going to be good to start. Feeling pretty confident about that one. So yeah, start them both. Drop someone else. I would drop many players before I would drop Nketiah and Diaby. They would be 2 of my favourite picks. And maybe we'll reflect that in the bench list as well when we do that in a few minutes' time. Got another super chat from Joachim, who says, I went Martinelli over Bowen. Maddison out. Nice. I already regret it. Should I regret it? No, you should not regret it. You have gone for a nice, spicy pick. Really interesting pick there. And I love it, mate. I love it. I wish I had the bravery to do a similar thing. But I'm trying to think next 2 game weeks. And obviously, Arsenal play against Brentford in game week 13. And I always worry about Arsenal playing Brentford, to be honest. So yes, I don't think you should regret it. I think it's fun for this game week for sure. I think Martinelli might be a surprise package and could be a real difference maker in your team. Uzi Automatic, by the way, has been a member for 36 months. I think that probably, Uzi, makes you my longest standing member of the entire channel. Quite possibly. I don't think there's anyone who's been a member for more than 36 months. I think we can even do a new badge for 36-month members. So maybe I'll add a new badge just for you, and maybe the couple other people who've been members for that long, because that's 3 years. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Super chat from Sam says, thoughts on taking a -4 hit, getting Gabriel for Burn and Maddison to Bowen. I guess if you have nothing on your bench, you might have to do it. So yeah, if you've got nothing to cover on your bench, maybe you're going to have to do it, my friend. Maybe you're going to have to do it. Might be the one. We've got another super chat here from CV. It says, hey mate, thoughts on Ødegaard to Mbumo for -4? Not totally convinced by that one, to be honest. I think Ødegaard's getting a late assessment, right? So I've not seen any images of him with the squad, unlike Saka. So I'm not really sure about that one. But would I take a -4 to take Mbumo for the Liverpool game? I don't think I would. I don't think I would, to be honest. So I'm going to go ahead and say no. Take your chances with Ødegaard. I mean, worst case scenario, you can get something off your bench, right? I think that might pay off, to be honest. Craig has been a member for 33 months. I mean, that's pretty decent. That is pretty decent. You're coming up 3 years. Coming up 3 years. Right, guys, I want to do it. I don't want to do a captain poll. I'm going to leave my team on screen as well. I don't know. I'm feeling kind today. I want happy, smiling faces from the show team gang today. We're going to do a captain poll. I want you guys in the chat to let me know who you are captaining, and then I'll just take like the most popular answers in the chat and we'll throw them all in a poll and see what's up. Because I know that like Salah is going to be popular, Haaland probably a little bit. I don't know after that because with SAKA we're not sure if he's going to play, so I don't know if he'll be one of the most popular captains. I don't know, Watkins maybe? Haaland, Watkins, Salah are the three players that I think stand out the most this week, but is there someone else? Not sure. So we'll do that. We'll do a poll, and then I think we'll crack on with the bench list. I think that's the play. So we've got Haaland's and Salah's and Watkins, Trippier's, and you know what? There's so many different options you guys are saying. There's still quite a few of you guys saying SAKA, to be fair, which is quite wild. So, but who are like the top three? Haaland and Salah, definitely. And then after that, it's an absolute mystery. Trippier is getting a lot of love in the chat. Son, Watkins. I'm gonna put Watkins in the poll because I mean it's so split, and yeah, Watkins to me is up there. So I'm gonna put in the poll. Who is the best captain for game week 12? Is it Salah? Is it Haaland? Is it Ollie Watkins? Or is it other? Is it other? The great player other, known for his talents on the football field. But it's really interesting to see so many people saying Trippier. Some people are saying Mittelmer. I'm with Estupinian out. I think that's bad news for Mittelmer. I'm not sure I would be going for Mittelmer at this point. I know he plays against Sheffield United, but with Estupinian out, I'm a little bit worried. With a few players out, there are actually a few players out for Brighton this week, so it's a dangerous one. We have got Ethan Fernandez, member for 32 months. So you're, again, another long-standing member, which I really do appreciate. Got a super chat from Noor, who says, keep Alvarez, James Ward-Prowse to Palmer, Areola to Johnston. Okay, that's all one thing. So keep Alvarez, Ward-Prowse to Palmer, and Areola to Johnston. Or Alvarez to Nketiah, Ward-Prowse to Palmer, keep Areola. I don't know if I do. Honestly, a lot of those moves I would not even do. I mean, I don't think I'd do any of those moves, to be honest. I'd probably keep Alvarez over Nketiah. I mean, you could do Ward-Prowse to Palmer, but it seems luxury. Areola to Johnston looks okay, but it's not a game week where you need to do it. Honestly, Nora, I don't think you need to do any of those transfers. Yeah, not really feeling it. I don't think you really need to do that. Any of those moves, really. So, yeah, not convinced by them. Quick look at the captain's poll. We've got over 600 of you voting so far. Can we get this to 1,000 votes? I think 1,000 votes is a good indication of where the mindset is at with everyone. If we get to 1,000 votes, that'd be pretty chic. That would be pretty chic. And also, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like my browser is like not in the right place. Like, can I move this up a little bit? There you go. I think it needs to go like here. There you go. That looks better. Right. 740 votes. I'll read the results out when we get to 1,000 votes. Whilst we're waiting for that, I think it's benchless time. Don't you guys think? Don't you think it might be benchless time? I certainly do. So let's do that. Oh, I haven't put the goalkeepers in today. But it's in yesterday's video. I'll perhaps try and copy and paste Actually, I can't copy and paste because it's on my other computer. Right, okay, let's just do the bench list, guys. So, yes, as always, you guys know what's up with the bench list. You guys know how it works by now. We've got to add a bunch of players to this list and try and figure out whether we should be starting them or not. So, guys, what I want you to do is throw in the chat for me a player you are thinking about benching right now. I don't want to see any player that you're definitely starting. I want to see players you are considering benching. And I will try and figure out why this doesn't quite look right. Because it doesn't. Should it be like that? Does not fit. It's just not fitting the screen today. I think that's my own fault. Oh, God. The bench list should be an exact fit to the screen. Oh, I don't know. No, it should be something like... I don't know. Why is this doesn't look right today? I don't know why. Just the sizing is not... I think I've messed around with something, and I will live to regret it for the rest of my days. Oh well, it's good enough. Right, we've got a load of players to put in the bench list. I can see in the chat. We've got a super chat from Lifestyle Tube, who says Captain Trippier, Nketiah, or Watkins. Out of those three, I'd go for Watkins. There's so many players to put in the bench list. So Tsimikas is on there as a popular one. Saka is on there. You know, you start Saka if you have him. Adingra, I'm not really that bothered about. We'll put him there. Pedro Porro, a little bit concerned about Spurs defensively, to be honest. So he can go there. Kabore, you're not starting ahead of your other defenders, really. Wow, a lot of people saying Tsimikas and Saka are like the two big ones. Someone said Mitoma, I'm not putting him on there. Cash, you start, for sure. Gordon, you start definitely as well. I mean, I'd arguably play Gordon ahead of Saka, to be honest. Just because of that injury doubt. Taylor, would not be looking to play Taylor this week. Really would not be looking to play him this week. Gahey, yeah, you probably play Gahey ahead of a Tsimikas anyway. Although, I'm not totally convinced Crystal Palace are going to keep a clean sheet against Everton. I feel like Everton's form has been like... I know they're not a great attack, but I feel like they haven't been horrible. Right, Archer. I think I would actually play Archer ahead of some of these defenders. Just because of the missing players for Brighton right now. So, let's throw in Archer here. Who else have we got? Alvarez. Alvarez probably here. Darwin Nunez. You start Nunez. You start him. João Pedro. João Pedro, I think, could be another 1 point week for him. So I'm going to... But you have to consider playing him, don't you? If you have him, there's always a chance. If he plays... You know, even if he gets, like, 30 minutes at the end of the game, it's not that bad, is it? It's really not that bad. Super chat from Barnsley says, any Tsimikas replacement, sitting on 2 transfers, but generally happy with my team. Considering Mitoma to Parma and Mubama to Nketiah. No, I wouldn't sell Mitoma ahead of Sheffield United. And I don't think I would do that, to be honest. And Nketiah is not guaranteed to start either. He's not guaranteed. If Arsenal can get away with not playing Nketiah, they possibly will. But it's going to depend on the availability of other players. So I don't know if I would be necessarily doing a double transfer, you know, for that. Tsimikas replacements is one you could do. If you've got, you know, you're happy with your team in general, then, you know, Tsimikas to Gabriel, Tsimikas to Saliba, I think would be pretty good. Tsimikas to Lascelles as well. Works. A few people saying Lascelles actually in the to put on the bench list, so let's do that. Lascelles, nice game against Bournemouth, likely clean sheet. You possibly put him here. Not bad. Not bad. Pretty high in terms of defenders. Soshek is going to go low for me. I think he is perhaps a player of the past in terms of FPL. In fact, I'd put him all the way down here. I'm not really expecting anything from him. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm allergic to not knowing who to captain. He-Chan. Right, a few people have He-Chan. He-Chan plays against Spurs. Is it a home? Spurs at home, first game. So there is a good... You know what? There's a little opportunity there with the missing players. So I'm actually going to put He-Chan maybe around Cash. Yeah, I'm going to put He-Chan here. I think I would... Yeah, he would be a player I'd play. Palmer. A lot of people have Palmer. Against Man City, it's like pretty bad, isn't it, really? I would not be massively keen on playing Palmer. But I am playing him because you never know when you're going to get a penalty. But yeah, would not. Yeah, you really are just hoping for a penalty with him this game, I think. Right. Anthony for the bench list. Anthony's not going on there. Nobody owns Anthony. And if you do, sell him. Oh, dearie me. Still lots of players to go on, apparently. And Bumo. Yeah, you play Bumo for sure. Yeah, he'd go high for me. Gabriel. Yeah, like Gabriel for this game week. He'd go pretty high. Maybe even above Lascelles, to be honest. Super chat from Ahmed says, is it worth captaining Martinelli? Don't have Salah. I mean, you could do. You could do. It's super risky. But I don't know. If you're going to go for a risky captain, this is the week to do it. We've seen consistently with polls this week that it's about 50% on Salah and then the rest is totally split. In fact, let's go to our captain poll right now after this super chat from Brandon. Says, actually, we've got a couple of super chats. We've got super chats for days. Right. Brandon says, Alvarez to Nketiah or Tsimikas to Guehi, which is better? I don't love either of them, to be honest. I would arguably make neither, but I guess Alvarez to Nketiah is more fun and exciting, I guess, but I would not be convinced by making that move. I would arguably rather just keep Alvarez. Tsimikas to Guehi, yeah, maybe solves a problem in the short term, but I don't know if it solves a long-term problem. Let's say Tsimikas to Guehi. I mean, that's the safer short-term move as well. So Noel says, 1 free transfer, but want to keep 2 for the break. But is Wilson definitely out? No, he's not definitely out. He's going to have a late assessment. We don't know. We don't know as of this moment whether he's going to be playing or not. I also have a back 3 of Cash, Maguire, Gabriel. And does Lascelles start over any of them? Okay, let's add all of those players to the bench list. We've already got Cash and Gabriel in there. We just need to add in Maguire, who, honestly, where, because I think that Luton probably fancy themselves against Man United at the moment. Coming off the back of a 1-1 draw with Liverpool, Man United obviously in horrible form. I think Luton will fancy themselves. If you're Luton, you've got to think that you have a chance, right? You've got to think that. I mean, you play him ahead of some of the other defenders, but not all of them necessarily. So, yeah, I play Lascelles over Maguire. To answer the super chat, to be honest. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes isn't going on the bench list. He's arguably a captain option. You've definitely got to play him. You got to play him. Diaby I would definitely play as well. Diaby would go high on this list for me. Nketiah on the bench list. Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put him next to Saka, but I'm actually going to put him slightly above Saka because I think he has a better chance of starting than Saka does. Like both, Arsenal players, it's like you don't know if they're going to start or not, but if they do, you know you're coming in clutch with some points, right? Sid Vicious says, should I -4 buy it and Bumo for Ward-Prowse or just wait? I think I would take the -4, to be honest. You're going to do it eventually anyway. Thunder says there's some problems with the FPL website. I've not got any problems on my end, my friend. But I don't know if anyone else has got any reports of it not working. I mean, try mobile. If it's not working on your desktop, maybe try mobile. Try the app. Still got half an hour to have a look at that, so it's not too much of an issue. People were saying Foden. Yeah, all right. Let's stick in Foden. I do think Foden will start this week. Surely this is like a Foden and Grealish game against Chelsea and a Doku on the bench kind of game. I'll probably upset a few people me saying that, but surely it's that kind of a game. I don't know. Or maybe Doku needs to be rewarded for his performance. I don't know. Not really feeling the Doku shout at all. I think it's one of the biggest knee-jerk transfers we've seen in a long time. Right, but we'll put in Foden. He's not going to go super high. Rotation risk, of course. Tough game against Chelsea. I'm going to put him there. More super chats are coming in as we speak. We've got one from Akshan who says, Alvarez to Nketiah as a second transfer to fund Mbumo next week. Why would you want to fund Mbumo next week? Mbumo plays against Arsenal next week. Next week is arguably like the worst time to buy Mbumo. I would buy him this week or wait till game week, 14? So I don't think you need to fund that move next week. Alvarez to Nketiah. A lot of people are doing Alvarez to Nketiah by the sounds of things. I'm not like totally convinced by this one. I'm not convinced by that transfer. I think it's super risky. It could pay off, but it's obviously not a long-term transfer. And Nketiah's good for one game week, and we might not even be good for one game week because we don't know if he's going to be playing for sure or not. So after that, Jesus is going to be back. He's already Jesus already making really good progress. He's certainly back after the international break. So Nketiah is a 1 week punt. Alvarez is a solid player to hold long term. So I don't think I would make the Alvarez to Nketiah move full stop. I would argue that Alvarez is similar to Nketiah this week anyway. And certainly long term, it's going to be better to have, I don't know. I just don't like forward transfers this week at all, really. I would just stick with what you've got. Pretty much no matter who you have, unless you have someone really, really bad, and Alvarez does not fit that category at all of really, really bad, just stick with what you got, I think, guys, in the forward position. Evan Ferguson is an interesting shout. He's the only interesting shout I can think of. I don't think I'd personally be taking a risk to transfer in Nketiah at this point. If I already had him, fine. But at this moment, I don't think I'd transfer him in. I don't know, man. So, yeah. Sounds like you've got Maddison to Bowen to do. So, just stick with that action. Right, anyway. More super chats to rattle through. So, let's do that. Finna says, for the impulse buys of Doku, bench or play. Ah, damn, Finna. You've been sucked in. I would start him. I will put him on the bench list for you, my friend. Again, it would not go super high. I'm going to put him next to Foden because I think he has a slightly better chance than Foden of playing, maybe, but there's not much in it. But it's a difficult game against Chelsea. It really is. There is a lot of players I would prefer to him, but if you have him, you'd probably start him, to be honest. Depending on who else you have. Anup says, will Tifolo play for Nottingham Forest? I think you mean Toffolo. Toffolo, I honestly, I don't know the answer to that one. Nottingham Forest have so many players, I never really know who's going to start and who isn't. And to be honest, I don't spend a lot of time thinking about it because, we don't really talk. I mean, Nottingham Forest defence is not really something we talk about outside of Turner. I don't know. Any Nottingham Forest fans in the chat can maybe let us know, is Toffolo likely to play for Nottingham Forest? Because I do not know the answer to that one, I'm afraid. Edward says, I literally would love Doku bench. Been told I'm stupid for not wanting him. You're not stupid for not wanting him. It's a really tough fixture and he's super rotation risk. And we're about to enter in a period of heavy fixtures after the international break. Doku is going to be an absolute minefield. It's going to be crazy. Anyone who doesn't want him is well within their rights to not want him. But at the same time, if you do want him, there's obviously reasons to want him. He scored very well last week. Matt says transferred Saka to Maddison. Oh no, Maddison to Saka and captain in Saka. I see. Yeah, I mean it's a risk, isn't it? It's a real risk captaining Saka. It's kind of all or nothing in a way, isn't it? But I guess if you've got a nice vice captain, it might not matter so much. So yeah, why not? Why not? If you have Saka, captain him. There's actually not that much of an issue. If he's injured and he's not even on the bench, or, you know, if he is like slightly injured, he'll be on and he is on the bench. Like, is he going to come on unless Arsenal are losing? Are Arsenal likely to be losing to Burnley? Not really. To be fair, if I had Saka, there's not really too much of an issue with captaining him. I don't mind that. Jayesh says, who to bench between Alvarez, Diaby and Son? I think all of these players are on the bench list other than Son, but Son would go right to the top of this list every week for me, pretty much. He's up there with Haaland and Salah as your never benches. You'll never bench these players. So I guess that leaves Alvarez as the player to bench out of those three, because I like Son and I like Diaby for this week. I really do. Jakob says, 2 free transfers, Burn to Gahey and Maddison to Bruno. Yep, solid transfers, Jakob. Solid transfers, my friend. Arup says, hang on, I've lost it. Arup says something, but I have lost the chat. We will find it. Why are people selling Tsimikas? A little confused. Basically, man, like, in the midweek game, Tsimikas had a bit of a stinker. Like, he didn't quite look up to standard, made a big mistake, and he got hooked at half-time. He got subbed at half-time. Now, there's two ways of looking at that. You can say, oh, Tsimikas nice and rested for the game against Brentford, or you can say Klopp is unhappy with the performance level of Tsimikas, and therefore is he at risk this game week? Quite possibly. So I think that's why people are selling Tsimikas. Also, next couple of game weeks, we've got the likes of Brentford, we've got the likes of Manchester City. The next couple of fixtures are not great for Tsimikas. So if we're kind of maybe learning that, particularly after the benching last week, the being hooked at half-time in the midweek, we're kind of getting the impression that Tsimikas is not a long-term, safe and solid solution. And therefore, is it best to just deal with the problem now rather than having to worry about it in the future, whilst we've got some bad fixtures coming up in the next two? Because a clean sheet isn't super likely, a start isn't guaranteed. It might be better to just pull the plug on Tsimikas now and just deal with it, swallow your pride and just get it done. And move to someone else. So I think that's why people are selling Tsimikas. I don't think he is an absolute must sell, but I definitely understand if you've got a couple of spare transfers, why you might want to use them, one of them on Tsimikas. So I get it. I don't think it's an essential thing to do, but there's good reasons to. Nicole in the super chat, nice to see you, Nicole, says, hi Dan, 23 points in Game Week 11. Oh, dearie me, my friend. Lowest score of ever? Really? I mean, if 23 points is your lowest score ever, I would take that. I definitely have had, like, 15 pointers in the past. Granted, they're usually in a blank game week, but, I've seen some pretty low scores around the FPL world. 23 points is not nearly the worst of them. Feel good going to gym and ignored my friends to forget the last game week. I don't know if ignoring your friends is the answer, but nah, going to the gym, doing some exercise is definitely a good idea, my friend. Done Son to Bowen to get Trippier in game week 13. I mean, I can't advocate for selling Son, really, but if you can get Trippier in. But if you're going to get Trippier in, like, eventually, why not just get him in now? He's got a great fixture against Bournemouth. He's probably going to outscore whoever you transfer out by 4 points because he's Trippier and he's goated. I don't know. If you've already done Son to Bowen, you've got money in the bank, why not upgrade that defender now, take the hit, and get Trippier in 1 week early? I've got no issue with that. Armok says, Mitoma, Saka, Son and Bumo, Bowen, Haaland, Edouard and Ketia. Who do I bench? Oh, that is a lot of players to go through. I appreciate the content. Keep it up. Well, thank you very much, Armok. Let's rattle through these players. So, we've got Son, we've got Mitoma, we've got Saka all on the bench list so far. Actually, no, we don't have Mitoma. Do we? No, we don't. I would look to play him probably here. I mean, you're never going to bench Haaland. Don't ever bench Haaland. Don't do that one. He's not going on the bench list, but not him. And Edouard and Nketiah are the others. I think Edouard I would probably put the lowest, to be honest. I don't particularly like the Everton fixture for a forward. And that's, Edouard's not scoring huge points anyway. So, I would arguably put Edouard lower than a lot of these guys, to be honest. I'm going to put him all the way down here. Yeah, so there's your answer. Bench Edouard. And if you have to bench another player, then I guess that would be... Bowen's not on the bench list, but he's not going on either. I don't know who else I'd bench out of those guys. But it'd be Edouard. It would be the priority bench. Maybe followed by Nketiah. Possibly. But that's tough. You wouldn't want to do it. You wouldn't want to do it. Really, would you? Dan Cross says, my mate benched Doku last week. Nightmare. No way, man. No way. Like, if you have Doku, why would you bench him against Bournemouth? If you had him. Like, surely that's the exact kind of week you own him for, right? But, I mean, hey. Some people are a little bit crazy. A little bit crazy. Oh, there we go. Right, anyone else desperately needed on the bench list? Is there any, a few people saying so foul? Yeah, okay. We'll add so foul in. He's got a home game against Forest, right? So it's not bad. It's not bad. But I will never trust the West Ham defence, I think, at this point. So I'm going to put so foul here. Pretty low. Pretty low. But ahead of some of these guys. Ahead of some of them. Watkins on the bench list? No way, man. Play Watkins. Arguably captain Watkins. There's no way you bench Watkins this week. No way. Looking at the captain poll. By the way, guys, we've got 3,200 votes in the captain poll. Appreciate that, guys. You absolutely smashed it on the votes. So 3,000 votes. So this should give us a clear picture, really. We've got 54% captaining Salah. So like I was saying earlier, about half of the people this week will be captain Salah out of the engaged FPL managers. We've got 20% on Haaland. Well, 19% on Haaland. So that's pretty significant still. 13% on Watkins. So does that mean I was kind of right that he would be the third most popular guy? And 13% on other, which is going to be split between a whole bunch of players. Saka, Trippier, Martinelli maybe, Palmer. No, not Palmer. Gordon. Yeah, a whole bunch of other players. Bowen. Some people are captaining Bowen. I mean, I've transferred in Bowen, but I'm not loving him enough to captain him, I don't think. Salah's going up 55% now, or back down to 54%. 55, 54, I can't decide. 55% captaincy selection on Salah. So he's gonna popular captain. I don't know. If I had to go on impulse, if I wasn't looking at what other people were doing, I would probably be captaining Watkins this week. But I'm worried. I'm worried about Salah popping up with a penalty. The penalties is affecting my decision making because Watkins is not on penalties, and I want to captain a penalty taker. So in a terrible, if it all goes wrong, at least you have a penalty, chance of a penalty, or something like that. I don't know. I think I'm going to captain Watkins. I'm sorry. I think I'm going to captain Watkins. I think I'm going to do it. Edward says, thoughts on Gordon, captain? I like it, man. I like it. Risky, differential, fun. Don't hate it at all. This is the week to go risky, right? This is the week. I mean, the one thing that was putting me off Watkins is he hasn't scored in 2 weeks. But we need to think, home form versus away form for Villa is totally different. Watkins, yes, he hasn't scored in a couple of games in the Premier League. He scored in Europe, though, right? So there is that. Philip says Hechan or Bowen. Hechan for Bowen or roll the transfer. I'd maybe do Hechan for Bowen if you can afford it. I would maybe do that. Yeah, Philip, if you fancy that, yeah, I think that's a pretty nice move. It's a pretty nice move. I don't think you have to do it. It's a bit luxury. But you don't have to do it. Captain Watkins makes it more fun. Yeah, Craig, you're spot on, mate. You're spot on. Academic Bowl says, Captain Watkins, then next week we can cry about it together. Yeah. This is a problem. When I captain someone weird, a lot of people often follow me down the pits of despair and get very upset when it doesn't go wrong. So I can't emphasize enough, if you are not comfortable with Watkins captain, please do not do it. I am comfortable with it. but I am not a safe manager. And Salah is the safe pick. And Salah, you know, you're going to see a lot of people captain Salah. You're going to see a lot of content creators captain Salah because, you know, and I think, particularly when you're and I think maybe there is a content creation bubble forming around Salah because he's the safe guy, right? And when you're making content, it's often easy to just go for the safe captain pick because if it goes wrong, at least you can say, well, you know, everyone did it, so, you know, I'm not the odd one out or anything like that. Whereas if I'm to go for Watkins as captain, and no one else is really captain Watkins, and he's the only one who blanks, you know, I'm going to look like an idiot. Like an absolute buffoon. But Salah, you have the safety in numbers. It went wrong for everyone, therefore it's no big deal. But I'm just not feeling the Salah captain this week. I'm just not feeling it. There's nothing, you know. I want a captain to look me in the face and shout, "Captain me! I am the guy. I am him this week. I am him." Salah is just not doing that for me at the moment. I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't worry, Dan. Salah is going to miss a pen this week. He's due a pen miss, isn't he? He is due. Trippier captain, yes or no? Yeah, sure. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with going for Trippier as a captain. I think it's fun. It's interesting. As H says, Andy, any news on SAKA? I'm so sorry. You've wasted your hard-earned money and you've accidentally put a super chat in the wrong stream. You've done in the. I'm so sorry, man. You've done it in the wrong stream. Yeah, it's a difficult one. Sometimes when you're multi-streaming, you're watching a bit of Dan, you're watching a bit of Andy, and you want to put a super chat to Andy, it accidentally goes to Dan. And you're screwed. You're screwed. As I'm not Andy, but hopefully I can answer as if I was. So SAKA is with the team. He's been seen with the team, with the squad. That's the best news we have right now. Obviously, the game is not the early kickoff, so it's very, very doubtful that we'll get any team news right now. We also know he didn't train yesterday, but he could have been doing you know, I don't know. He could have been doing gym stuff or something. I don't know. Arteta did say literally he didn't train at all, which is a worry. But he's with the squad, and often SAKA won't train, and then he will play. But then at the same time, often, well, I think what was the game? Was the game against? Was it the City game where SAKA didn't play? Who was with the squad but then didn't play? I can't remember what game it was. But there was one game that SAKA was with the squad, but then he wasn't even in the squad. You know, in the matchday squad, I mean. So it kind of does go both ways. You can make of it what you will. Agendas will agenda, so feel free to strike up any agenda that you possibly can. Christopher has just put a super chat in that says Estupinian, just the word Estupinian. Injured is my answer to that one. Yeah. Estupinian. Injured. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be playing this week. It's a tricky one. If you are still a Stupinian owner, do you get rid of him? Do you keep him? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. Coopsy Coop says, are you settled on captaining Salah? No, I'm not settled at all. I'm the opposite of settled. I think I'm going to captain Watkins. I think I'm going to do it. Screw it. I'm doing it. He's going for it. He's captaining Watkins. There you go. Vice captain on Salah. There you go. Watkins El Capitano. Super Ollie Watkins. He's the boy. He's the man. He's our guy. I love it. I love it, guys. I just think this could really pay off. I just think the ceiling is pretty high in this game for a Watkins. Let's looking at the defensive data. So you can see Fulham, you know, they are not sitting particularly high on the defensive table for non-penalty expected goals conceded. They are not sitting particularly high at all. And if we go, let's just find Watkins' numbers at home, maybe. We're going to see something crazy. Kange says, here's a super chat in the right stream. Thank you, Kange. Az says, I'm sorry, Dan, it's a typing mistake. The question was for you. Oh, okay, Az. You are completely forgiven, my friend. In fact, there's nothing to forgive. It was an honest mistake. It's absolutely fine, my friend. It's absolutely fine. These things happen. I get it. Like, when you're watching like a load of different YouTubers, like, it's a simple mistype. It's fine, man. It's fine. No worries at all. I'm going to end the captain poll, by the way, guys, because it's covering up the screen and it looks ugly. So, yeah, the final results of that, we've got Salah 54%, Haaland 19%, other 13%, it was just pipped to Watkins for 12%. 4,300 votes, so that's a decent amount of votes in there as well. The template captain pick is Salah. The secondary captain pick is Haaland. That's all we need to know, really. Rob Dag says, play Archer or Sterling. I would play Sterling of those two. I would play Sterling. Adam says, I spent one of my 2 frees. Would I have 2 frees next? Yeah, you do. Yeah. If you spend one, if you have 2 free transfers, you spend one of them. The second one that you didn't spend rolls over to the next week, and you have 2 free transfers the following week. So, yeah, man, you've got a lovely double transfer to make next week. Good fun. Good fun. Anyway, where was I? I was somewhere. I'm always somewhere. Everyone's always somewhere. So let's look. Home only. Expected points per start. Actually, we need to hide low minutes players. Hide low minutes players, and actually all of the players are low minutes pretty much. All right, forget per start. Let's just go total. And we've got Salah and Mbumo, Saka, Decore, Watkins actually has higher expected points at home this season so far than Erling Haaland. How about that? That is something. That sure is something. It really is. Let's go goal threat, non-penalty XG. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Watkins is second to Darwin for non-penalty expected goals at home so far this season. Only Darwin and Jackson are around him. In Darwin and Jackson, we know what they're like. Oh, it's good, isn't it? It's good. It's good. I'm doing it. We're doing it. Watkins captain. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. All right, couple of super chats. Right. Chiseled Planet says, I'm captaining Watkins with you. Hall included. Hall Inc. Hall included. Hall Incorporated. I don't care. Hall anything. Let's get a haul, baby. Let's do it. Neela Hit says, I'm at 126k rank. Recommend Watkins captain or risky? Hell yeah, it's risky. Hell yeah, we love it. So yes, it's risky. No, it's definitely risky. If you want to just protect your rank, then go for Salah captain. If you want to try and push up a little bit, maybe. Yeah, Watkins is definitely an option. Definitely an option as well. But, I mean, to be honest, like, even if Salah does get his penalty, like, Watkins just needs 1 goal, you know, and he gets close to Salah. He gets close-ish to Salah, maybe. So, I don't know. You can't just depend on penalties, can you? And that's what I would be. Honestly, if I was to captain Salah, I would just be hoping for a penalty. I don't want to do that. Simon Oakland's puts £2 super chat in, but no message. Simon, what's going on, man? What's going on? I'll keep an eye out for your chat, Simon, just in case you forgot to attach a message, my friend. FPL Ari is here. Says, hi, Dan. Play 2, Lascelles, Simicast, Douglas Luiz. Play Lascelles and Douglas Luiz bench Simicast. And are we caught up with super chats now? FPL. No, we haven't. FPL Mania says play Cash over Alvarez if that means playing 4-5-1. I'd think about it. Yeah, I would think about it. Yeah. I genuinely really would think about it. Oh, ink is incoming? Is it? I thought it's like, it could be inclusive, incorporated. Like, remember the Gorilla song, Feel Good Inc? That means Feel Good Incorporated. Doesn't mean feel good incoming. It doesn't mean the good feelings are coming our way. Don't tell me that ink means incoming. I mean, I'm learning every day. Am I just a boomer? Is that what's going on here? Am I just a boomer who doesn't know the young, hip, cool and trendy lingo? Maybe that's it. Pradheeb says, thoughts on Evan Ferguson for captain? I'm not going to lie. It is terrifying. It is terrifying. I don't know if I would do it personally. I think I'd be too frightened. I'd be too frightened. Like, Ferguson is like a 60-minute man, though. That's the other thing. He has just signed a new contract. I wonder if that's, I don't know, going to be good for him. I don't know, man. Simon says, forgot to attach my super chat. Who is Newcastle pen taker without Wilson or Isak? Bit of a mystery, actually. I would say it's between Fabian Schär and Kieran Trippier. I think I'm leaning towards Fabian Schär because he's taken penalties in the past. He has taken penalties in the past for club and country. So, yeah, I would have to say Fabian Schär, but I think there's a chance of Trippier taking one as well. Zoltan has put in a super chat just to say, 2K watching, please, guys, please hit the like button to support. And I agree, Zoltan. I think everyone should hit the like button. I think that'll be a very nice thing to do. Yeah, and I will hit the like button on your comment, Zoltan. Thank you, my friend. What a nice little super chat there. Finn Shea says, Benjamin Boomer or Lascelles? Oh, bench Lascelles, man. Back the attack. Back the attack, baby. Andrew says, Diaby or Palmer, start one. Hwang or Nunez captain. You've lost your mind, Andrew. Start Diaby. And I would not captain Hwang or Nunez. I would not captain either of those players. They don't even come. I mean, there is a hell of a lot of different players being captained this week that I like. I like a lot of them. There's probably like 10, 15, maybe not 15. There's probably 10 captains this game week that I genuinely think, yeah, that's pretty nice. Darwin Nunez and Hwang Hee-chan would not be in that list, to be honest. So, yeah. I mean, I'd rather captain Diaby than either of those players, I think. In fact, I genuinely would. I'd genuinely rather captain Diaby than those two players who you're thinking about benching, which is crazy. So, Andrew, I think we've got to play Diaby, and I think we've got to rethink the captain choices. So, yeah. Come on, you Gunners, says Bowen captain. I mean, like, he's one of those ones that's on the edge for me. Like, he doesn't quite fit the criteria of captains I like. He's like okay. He's like an okay captain pick. So I think that's it's good enough to justify captaining him if you want. Of course, there's 5 minutes to go. Make those transfers. Yes, guys. Yes, guys. If you haven't made your transfers already, do it now. If you've got any last-minute doubts or want to change your captain about, do it now. You've got 5 minutes left. The priority is not watching this stream. It's getting onto the FPL app or website and sorting your transfers. FPL Mate live stream can wait. Get your transfers done, guys. Get your transfers done. Early team news. Have we got any Spurs early team news? I haven't even bothered looking. I think Spurs are so like, now we know that there's no like Maddison. That was the big one, right? So I don't know, man. I don't know. Hang on, let's see if I can find any Spurs news really quickly. No, can't find any. Yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time. We're too close to the deadline. Right. People are asking who to captain. If you can't decide who to captain, just captain Salah. If you can't make your mind up, just captain Salah. If not, go with your gut. This is a good week to go differential. It's a good week to go with your gut. CFC Ethan says, my 3 transfers are Madison to Martinelli, Burn to Gabriel, and Simicast to Lascelles from -4. Thoughts? Yeah, no, I like it. For a triple transfer, you've certainly improved your team. You've got 2 injured players there and 1 risky player. I like it, man. I like it. You've improved your team. Oh, the show team gang are here. The show team gang are here. Welcome, 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 welcome. It's nice to see you guys. Dropping in on the last minute. I mean, where were you the rest of the stream, show team gang? Where were you? Where were you? MK, you need my help desperately. Back the attackers. Start SAKA and Nketiah and bench Branthwaite. Oh, lots of rumours Højbjerg will play centre-back for Spurs. I'm not surprised. Show team gang really, really is here. Like, honestly, I've been showing my team pretty much the entire stream. It's proof that the show team gang appear for the last 2 minutes of the stream to quickly copy a team and then disappear off again. What further proof do we need? I've not even hid my team this week. I've been very open about it. I even posted my transfers on Twitter and everything. I've been super open about it. And yet we still got the show team gang coming in 1 minute to deadline. Want a nice spoon feeding. Anyway, Vlad, quick super chat here says, Saliba, Lascelles, Dalot, Mitchell, Cash, choose 3. I choose Saliba, I choose Cash, and I choose Mitchell. I may live to regret that one. Show team gang have no manners, so demanding. You know, it's just like, show team, what's your team? What are your transfers? You know, if you're that desperate to find my team, it's not very hard to find. It's not very hard to find at all. Deary me. Right, but I do need to make sure I am settled on my team. So I am going to throw it on screen. Show shirt collection gang? Is that a thing? Here's my team for the show team gang. I know we're like 30 seconds to deadline, maybe even less. So, but if it's of any interest or consequence, I am going Watkins captain. I'm doing it again. Last time I did this, by the way, guys, Watkins got 2 points against Luton, and Salah got 8 points against Forest. So it was a minor L. It was a minor L last time I did this. But we're doing it again. Definition of madness. Doing the same thing again and expecting a different result. And I do expect a different result this time. Because it's a home game against Fulham. Ollie Watkins is back in business. And deadline has passed. Deadline has passed. Guys, we're done. We are done. Like last week, I said it was a pretty inconsequential deadline, a pretty boring game week, and a pretty boring deadline. This week, I think it's different. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff been going on this week. Peter says, let the black currants flow. Cheers and best of British luck, chaps. Indeed. Good luck, everyone. Time is up. We made it. Genuinely, I don't want to say it was a stressful deadline necessarily, but with Madison injured, with all the defensive injuries and suspensions and the captain decision so wide open, you have to understand there was a lot of decisions to be made this week. There will have been a lot of decisions made this week, and I'm so curious and interested to see how Game Week 12 pans out. I think there's a lot of points to be gained this week. I think there could be some swings. There could be some real swings. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. It's exciting. I'm excited about FPL. It's good. Oh no. The comments have come in already. King's Beat says, dang, you made me Captain Watkins. I didn't make anyone Captain Watkins. I just did it. Oh, one word. Anyone else following me into the fate of oblivion? Anyone else joining me on Watkins, Captain? I want to see in the chat. Hopefully Jim Watkins holds. Come on, the Jim. Come on, the Jim Watkins. Jim Bowen's in. Jim Bowen was the first Jim, right? Super chat from Neela Hit says, bottled it in the last few secs back to Salah. It's the safe option, my friend. It's the safe option. You've got nothing to worry about. You've got nothing to worry about. Daniel Bashir says, your captain is risky. Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah, baby. Marco looks like Marco and Lop looks like they joined me. Arup joined me. Shash, Athara, Paddy, Avinav, Philip. Wow. You guys are joining me. Welcome. Welcome to pain, my friends. Welcome to pain. I mean, let's see what happens. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun regardless. If we're having fun playing FPL, then that's what it's all about, really, right? I mean, the only real losers in FPL are the guys having a bad time who aren't enjoying the game. If you're having a jolly miserable time in FPL, then you are the real loser. If you're captaining Salah and not enjoying captaining Salah, and I don't think I would enjoy captaining Salah, then that is losing in FPL, in my opinion. And maybe I am just saying this to make myself feel better. But by Jingo, am I looking forward to seeing what Watkins can do. Demeji says, really like your risky style of play. I can't follow you, but I enjoy watching you and seeing how it pans out. Yeah, a lot of people have said that before. But honestly, man, I just enjoy the risky play. And I think it like, obviously I don't want to talk about this all the time. I mean, I don't talk. To be fair, I actually pretty rarely mention this these days because people hate it when I mention it. But when I finished 243rd in the world, like two seasons ago, it wasn't because, you know, I played safe. It was because I was taking what I considered to be smart risks. And that could go both ways. You know, if you're on the bad end of luck and you're playing risky plays, doesn't matter how smart the risky plays are, you're going to find yourself like ranked possibly in the millions. As I found myself for a lot of last season, I was in the millions. But if you play your smart risks and also get lucky, then suddenly, you know, you're looking at, you know, getting a like not just a good rank but a phenomenal rank. Like for me personally, I've done the top 1,000 rank. I've done the top 250 rank, right? Getting a 20 or 30k finish is not going to do anything for me. It's not going to do anything for me anymore. I've been there. I want the big ranks. And if I don't get it every year, that's fine by me. So, yeah. The brave plays are the ones for me. They really are. Right. How long we got? We got 25 minutes. We'll wait till team news today, guys, because I'm feeling, I'm not tired or anything like I am usually on a Saturday morning. I don't mind sticking around for a little bit. I've stopped playing Foot Champs as well because it's just stressing me out too much. So I'm in no rush to get off and play Xbox, which is new. Tim, you've put this in the chat so many times, so we'll answer your question. Tim V in the chat says, "Hi mate, Tim here. Is top 10k with no chips used good?" No, Tim. It is really bad. Like I'd be quite embarrassed. I'd actually be quite embarrassed. If I wouldn't, you know, I know you put it in the chat a few times. I will not keep putting that in the chat. I wouldn't want people to know that about me. I'd keep that to myself. To be honest, it's quite embarrassing actually. Yeah, you should actually probably feel ashamed to be top 10k with no chips used. So yeah, not really the answer you're probably hopeful, was it, Tim? I know what you're doing. I know your game, Tim. I know your game. Deary me. HB says, "Hey mate, I captain Trippier. I'm scared AF." I don't blame you, man. It's scary. But I like it, man. I like it. Academic Bowl says, "It's early days. Rank doesn't matter too much at this stage." I mean, it is starting to matter. I think we're getting into the period of it mattering. Because, you know, lots can still change, of course. But it would be nice to have a solid foundation by this point, right? You would ideally want to be in the top. I think if as long as you're in the top million right now, I think you can be pleased with that start. I think you'd be very pleased. If you're in the top 2 million, I think you can still feel reasonably comfortable. There's still plenty of time to go, and I think a top 100k finish is still very much on at that stage. So yeah, I think you're good. I think you're good. Right. Right. What should we do for the next? What should we do for the next 20 minutes? I mean, I do have something that I have not spoken about yet. I have been working on a little behind the scenes project, if you will. Do I share that with the gang? Do I share that with the gang? Because it is vaguely FPL related. Do I share it? You know what? I think maybe I do. Okay, guys. I have a little sneak. I have a little sneak preview of something that I have been working on. Well, I say I've been working on. Me and a friend of mine, Richard Overtino, who is a moderator here in the chat, who's helped me out with some graphics on my channel before, and we've gone in on a little something. So, if I can get in, oh, that is not the password. So, this website is very much not live, but little website, little side hustle, little side project. Obviously, this is an incomplete website, guys. You can very clearly see that. But we are selling football prints, basically. Football prints. So, like, everything you see on screen is not final. I want to really, really emphasize that. Overtino's in the chat right now. Yes, let's go, baby. Everything, so nothing is final. Just basically ignore everything you see right now, but also look at what you're seeing right now. This is a little taste of what is to come. And we've got some posters that we will be selling. Now, the plan is to go to launch this on not this coming Monday, but the following Monday, which I believe is Monday the 20th. And we'll be selling prints of all varieties, some FPL related. You know, if you want to grab yourself an Erling Haaland vaguely looking poster. Is it Erling Haaland? I don't know. Let's call him the robot for copyright's sake. If you want to grab yourself a robot poster, hey, it's right there for you. If you want to get your own name or any name you can think of, you want, like, I don't know, football player names, maybe, on a shirt, you can. Hey, you want this red shirt with white sleeves, and you want to personalize this bad boy, and you want to, I don't know, I want to have number 7, and I want it to say, say FPL Mate on the back. Bada bing, bada boom. More text at the bottom. Your best mate. Let's just throw that one in there. How about that bad boy? It's not bad, is it? It's not bad. What do you think? What do you guys think about that? Let's see. Let's see if anyone's interested. It's going to be a fun little project, if nothing else. But yeah, we've got loads of other stuff. I don't want to share too much, to be honest, because like I say, nothing's final right now. But hey, those will be going live and on sale on Monday the 20th, and we'll do a nice discount for you guys as well. And I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if anyone's interested. I think it's an interesting idea. I think it's I think these would make really good like mini league prizes, maybe like mini league prizes, or maybe Christmas presents. Christmas is coming up, or birthday gifts for a fantasy football fan. I think it's a cool idea. So me and Richard are really, really pleased with what we've done so far. We've been working very, very hard behind the scenes for the last month, trying to get things sorted, trying to get things right, trying to get some nice designs, trying to get the website right, trying to get a nice, just make it good for you guys. Make sure it's all good and sensible. So let's see. Academic Bowl, will you distribute worldwide? Yes, there'll be worldwide shipping. Worldwide shipping wherever you are in the world. That was one of the big important things for us because obviously FPL is enjoyed by something all around the world. And look, I'm just really hoping that you guys will I'm hoping you guys like it and you enjoy it and engage with it. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm gassed to get a few prints myself. I'm gonna put them in the backdrop here. I love it, man. These are things I personally would genuinely really want. But yeah, definitely, if you guys have any feedback or ideas of things that you would like kind of prints that you would like to see, or if you would like other things if you would like mugs or mouse mats or keyrings, I don't know. I think there's a lot of possibilities here, and look, like I said, me and Richard are gonna try and work our little socks off to try and get things that the FPL the community wants, because we all love FPL. A lot of people want to kind of show off that they like FPL, but there's not really that much out there in terms of FPL related merch. So it would be really nice to be able to, provide that for you guys. It'd be really fun to provide that. And I think because I think we are a really nice community here in the FPL, I think this could be a two-way thing. If you guys want something, I think we can do it. I think that'll be pretty simple. You ask for something, you get it. So whatever you want in terms of, whether that's how you like the website, how you like the designs, if you want a completely new design, if you want to see different kind of products, I think we're a tight-knit group enough that we can sort that out for you guys. And you can have what you want. So if you've got custom ideas or whatever for Christmas or your birthdays or whatever, just let me know, man. Let me know. But yeah, like I say, I won't dwell on that too much because I just wanted to give you a little sneak. And I'll talk about that more when we go live on Monday the 20th. So there you go. There you have it. Right. Anyway. Where were we? Back to FPL. Jen says, you're a great human being, Dan. Not a human being, a human being. Thank you, Jen. I pride myself on my beaniness. So that is a compliment for sure. Lewis says, do you have mini league? Yes, I believe the mini league link should be in the video description. So yeah, you can check that out there. JWar says a mouse mat would be fire. Okay, I don't know. I don't actually know if mouse mats would be popular or not, to be honest. Don't know. It's kind of nice. It's like nice kind of novelty gift stuff, isn't it? Did you take SAKA out? I decided to go for Bowen instead of SAKA in the end. Patrick says reversible home and away head jerseys. What? So if you're going to the City Chelsea game this weekend, and you turn up with your Chelsea blue on, and then if it all goes terribly wrong, you reverse it and go sit in the City end with your underside City shirt. There's a business there, but I can't see official merchandise doing that. I can't see football clubs working together to create reversible jerseys. I love it though. I love it. Unless you just mean, I think Patrick. I think I've misunderstood. Do you actually mean that it's like an away the away shirt in the inside and the home shirt like on the outside? So for example, what have we got? Have we got a home and away combo? I don't think we do here. That sucks. No, I don't have a home and away combo here. But like one shirt is, so you have like, I don't know, Arsenal home. Where is Arsenal home? Alright, so Arsenal home, and then you turn it inside out, and on the inside is that disgusting yellow kit on the inside. So whether you're going to a home or away game, you've got yourself covered. I mean, it's a good idea, and it would definitely sell. However, clubs won't do that because they want to sell away shirts, and no one's going to buy an away shirt if that is available, are they? The man, the myth, the legend says, thoughts on matchday vlog? Yeah, I mean, I like matchday vlogs, I think. Yeah, sure, if you fancy it. I watch, I do watch some matchday vloggers. Away days. I'm a very, very big fan of away days on YouTube. I enjoy his Ellis's matchday vlogs. Robbie says, Mbeumo, good transfer for Maddison. Yeah, I don't mind it at all. J-War says, I wouldn't be surprised if there were a few big shock wins this week. Backing Brentford to get something, maybe even Wolves with the Spurs injuries. I would be interested. I mean, there's always like a surprise or two, isn't there? There's always a surprise. That's just like the nature of the Premier League, right? How do you feel about a Game Week 19 wildcard? I mean, if you still have your wildcard at this point, then I don't mind it at all. Got a feeling about Mbeumo this week, dark horse. James, I actually agree. Danny McFeely says stickers would be cool. Okay, I didn't even really think about stickers. What would you want on the sticker? And what would you do with it? I mean, I'm curious. What would you do with a sticker? Like, stick it on like backpacks and stuff, or I don't know. The Legends of Renegade says gross mega haul incoming. Yeah, that would be interesting. Away Days is class. John Nellis also very good. Yeah, love both of those guys. In fact, I'm hopefully. I've met John a few times now. I really get on with him. I think I get on with him anyway. I hope he feels the same. Yeah, I'll be seeing John and hopefully Ellis as well at the Football Content Awards next week. Next Thursday? Is it Thursday? Next Thursday? It's coming up soon, man. Hopefully, we might win an award, but I don't know. I don't know if I will, to be honest. I'm not particularly hopeful, but we'll see what happens. Twisted Sparky says, I buy put stickers on laptops. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. See, yeah, I've never put stickers on my laptops, but I've seen people do it. Fridge magnet. Yeah, I get that. Stickers for phones and laptops. Yeah, okay, I get it. All right. Okay, I will write that down. I'm going to write that down right now, guys. Thank you for the feedback. Stickers. I don't know if it's going to happen straight away, stickers, because I think right now it's just about getting the website working and doing well. But phase 2, stickers. I like it. Jay Edits says, best kit this season, in your opinion, in the Prem? Good question. I think I like Chelsea's. Because I love the badge design on Chelsea's. I love like the I don't know, what would you even call the pearlescent? Is it pearlescent? Is that the word you would call the Chelsea badge? I don't know. Let me know. But I love the shiny effect on the Chelsea badge this year. It's really, really cool. I think prior to the shirt sponsor, it would have been Chelsea for sure, but I don't know. What's phase 1? Phase 1 is just getting a website live and selling some products, really. Dan Whitlock says, already asked my wife for one with my club name on. Well, you're already buying things. We haven't even launched and you're buying things. Richard says we should be able to do stickers, just maybe not on release day. Yeah, agreed. Holographic, yeah, that's potentially the word, isn't it? Iridescent? Is that the word? Iridescent holographic? See where you're coming from. Yeah. Twisted Sparky said, I have Mario stickers on my Asus right now. Well, you might be Mario now, but before too long, you might have some cheeky FPL related stickers on the back of your laptop. Give us a few weeks, and they'll be there. We will be there. Sell some shirts for phase 3. Yeah, if selling shirts is like a little while away. I don't know if that's very likely to happen like within the next few months. But maybe t-shirts. Maybe t-shirts one day. I don't see why not. Iridescent. I think we're saying that the Chelsea badge is iridescent. Joe says, Dan, have you seen the Boreal Calcio kits? Away is my favourite. No, but we can have a look. Boreal. How is my spelling? Boreal Daniel. Oh, I have seen these. I have seen these. Yeah, I can't decide if I like it or not. I like the idea, but I don't know if I'm totally convinced. I think this kind of kit will look a little bit cheap and tacky fairly quickly. I don't think this will age very well. I don't know why I think that, but I do think that. It's okay. Is the FPL Mate shop still live? Yeah, it is, but I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know, I just never was fully committed to that one, I don't think. I just don't think I was fully committed to the idea. I don't think it was good enough. It just wasn't good enough. So I never really promoted it properly. But it is still live. I might make it on live if you fancy any last minute purchases on there. But yeah. No, I like this new one better. T-shirt. I captain Watkins in Gameweek 12. Jumpers with your full team on the front. What if you change your team? What if you make a transfer? AC Milan third kit, Dan. Lewis. My friend, we are way ahead of you. There was no way. If we're talking about best kits of the year, this is not in the conversation. This is the conversation, because honestly, I'm not even joking. Within probably about 20 minutes of it going live, I'd already purchased it, and it cost a lot of money, but I don't care because it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it's a tax write-off. Let's go, baby. It's a business expense, guys. Come on. Like, without these shirts, I have no backdrop. I mean, it's just a plain black wall behind there. It's an important business expense. These football shirts. So, gotta be done. It's so good. I want it. It's really nice, man. Really nice. Really nice. Show team sticker. Thing is, I don't know if I want to make it like FPL Mate merch, right? Yogesh has asked me a few times, Dan, could you please mimic Popeye? I don't know if I know how to do that. Like, I've not watched Popeye since I was a child, I don't think. I don't know. What does he say? Does he say like, yak? That's all I got for you. It's something like that, right? There you go. That's the best you're going to get from me, Yogesh. That's the best you're going to get. AC Milan third kit looks like it's if the Premier League had an All-Star 11 kit. I kind of get what you mean in a way. Is that the best kit in your collection? Maybe. I don't know. Depends what you mean by best. Like, best looking? I think the most valuable kit... I don't collect valuable kits at all. I don't collect classic kits. I don't collect, like, old kits. I don't collect match-worn or... player edition or whatever. But I would probably say this original, still with the label on, it's still got the tags. I haven't removed them. Messi, Barcelona pink shirt. I mean, I feel like that is possibly the best kit in my collection? I don't know. Is it my favourite? No, it's not. But it's the one shirt. It's the only shirt in my entire collection that I've never worn in a YouTube video. Only one. That's Mr. Krabs. Oh. Well, maybe I don't know the difference. Maybe I don't know the difference between the Mr. Krabs and Popeye. Are they not the same guy? Popeye's the guy with the crab claws, right? He works the Krusty Krab? Tim V says, hi mate, Tim here. Might do an FPL focal and delete my account now you've said my team is bad. I would, Tim. Yeah, I would. Apparently it's quite easy. You just go into the code and delete your season. Have a Club Atletico Douglas Haig kit. Might seem random, but has historical significance. Go on then. What is the historical significance of that? I'm curious. I'm very, very curious. SAKA update. I don't know if we've got anything. We haven't got anything new from earlier. Where if you finish rank for 1 in FPL? Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, okay. I'll wear it if I finish rank 1 in FPL. It's just not gonna happen. If I finish rank 1 in FPL, this crown, I'm wearing this crown and I can promise you this now. If I win FPL, I'm going to wear this crown every single video. There will be no video where I'm not wearing this crown. And the haters will hate it. They will despise it. But I'll just be rocking up like, yeah guys, so yeah, champion of FPL here. I might even wear it out in public. Just nipping out to the shop. Crown on. Oh, why are you wearing that crown, mate? That's a bit weird, wearing a crown out like that. Fancy dress party? No, actually, I am actually the king of FPL, so yeah. Yeah, that would definitely be happening. But it's not going to happen. So, it's not going to happen. So, I don't really think we need to talk about it. In fact, if I win the FPL Content Creators Mini League again, and I think I have a decent chance of winning the Content Creators Mini League this year, is that worth wearing the crown? Just to dunk on the haters? I don't know, maybe. Kamal says, what's your thoughts on Messi's into Miami kit? That's pink too. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, man. I'm thinking about it. But I like getting it. Is Martinelli hauling this week? And why is the answer yes? I actually think he is. I actually do think he is. Hi, Dan. Dalor cash to start. What, game week 13 or 12? We've passed the deadline, my friend. Right. Teams out. Oh, we'll go on Twitter. I am back on Twitter, by the way. I'm just using it whenever I want to. Twitter Sparky says, Douglas Haig was a commander-in-chief for the British Army, a Scottish businessman, helped build railroads in Argentina, then funded the team, but only if named Douglas Haig. So he's named a football team after himself. Class. Good luck today, Pieface. Oh, are Leeds playing Plymouth today? Right. Let's go on Tottenham. Let's see this. Let's see what's going on. Right. Okay. Vicario, Pedro Porro, Dyer, Davies, Royale, Højbjerg, Basuma, Sarr, Kulusevski, Son, Johnson. It just doesn't quite hit right, does it, without Maddison and Romero? But if you kind of look at it objectively, it's not a terrible team, really, is it? I feel as soon as Bentancur can come back into this team, it's going to look a lot better, even with Maddison missing. Bentancur could be a really, really nice addition to this team. Brennan Johnson on left wing. He's like 5.6, 5.7 million. Could be an interesting shout at a certain point. Yeah, don't mind it. Delboy says your best shirt is your Japan World Cup one. It's a decent shirt, to be fair. It's a decent shirt. Right, okay, so there's your Spurs team. Let's have a look at the Wolves. The Wolverhampton Wolves. Let's look at Wolves Espanyol. Where is the full team? ¿Dónde está la full team? I don't speak Spanish, evidently. Let's maybe look at the English one. Okay, here's the lineup. Sass, Semedo, Kilman, Dawson, Totti, Aitnori, so back five. Lamina Gomez, two-man midfield. And then Huang, Cunha, and Bellegarde. It's pretty defensive. It's pretty defensive. Man alive. Yeah, that's a pretty defensive team. But hey, that's business. It's got to be done. Playing the big boys at Spurs. Fair enough. Okay, guys. I think we're going to call it there. We've got our teams. We've got our news. We've got our FPL teams locked in. We've done a lot. We've spoken about a lot. My throat is killing me because I spoke too much last night and now spoke too much today. So, guys, Wrestle Rumble of the World says, Dan, are you planning on going anywhere during the international break? Yes, I'm going to Liverpool. Going up to Liverpool to the Football Content Awards, where I am up for an award for Best in Fantasy Football Video Content. So, fingers crossed, we might be able to win an award there. So, yeah, I'll be in Liverpool. And it was actually at Anfield. I've never been to Anfield before. So, yeah, that'll be fun. But that's all I'm doing in terms of going away. Obviously, I'll be working on the fan prints stuff. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, lots to do. It's going to be a busy international break. Maybe not a huge amount of content this week, but we'll try and put some stuff out for you. But I'm going to try and take a little bit of a break from FPL content and focus on a few other bits. But we'll obviously do a decent amount of videos. We always do. But yes, guys, thank you. Really appreciate you guys watching today. Make sure you are subscribed if you haven't done already. Like the video if you want. We will catch you whenever the next video is. Don't know. Possibly Monday. Probably take tomorrow off and do a video on Monday. So, yeah. All right, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Really enjoyed today. Good luck this game week. Hope you score really well. As long as you don't score better than me. Catch you over on Twitter, X, and Instagram. Aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Once again, wish me luck on the Ollie Watkins captain. And I will see you later, mates. Bye-bye.